And we are live.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to
Sorry for
stream.
the late start, guys. Foundry is taking an absolute pooper. I'm gonna start really quickly with doing some birthday draws from the deck of many things, as is customary.
Yeah. I think.
Because it's always fun to add some chaos into your games.
Pretty sure Calcus was before me, right? No.
Yeah. Who's the birthday first?
Why can't I think of birthdays right now?
Calcus, when's your birthday?
June 6th.
Oh, it is
June
June.
6th.
Okay. So me first. Me first.
Alright. You can do /R space 1D22.
Slash R space.
/R space 1D22. You're gonna roll a D22.
Gotcha. A D22. Interesting. Oh, is this the new one for the new list?
No.
Oh. It's the own list you made just for us.
You draw.
Oh boy. Is this the one that also has like a lot of bad shit on it too, or is this?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You draw. Oh, wait. Am I gonna be able to do this here? Oh, fuck! It doesn't have drop anymore. Oh, why? Why, game?
Just picking on you now.
I know. Join that.
I'm scared now though. This is taking too long. Is it bad or good? Just tell me.
One moment.
Oh.
You drew
Oh.
the comet.
Doesn't sound like a bad one.
My screen's not black.
Yep. It's reloading.
Okay.
Oh, the
Comet
suspension.
states,
Oh.
if you single-handedly defeat the next hostile monster or group of monsters you encounter, you gain experience points enough to gain 1 level.
Oh.
Otherwise, this card has no effect.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I'm just gonna punch a random stranger in the next hotel we go to. It said defeat, right?
Yeah.
Single-handedly.
Yeah, I know.
1 hand.
Oh. I see.
No, just
Arm wrestling competition. There we go.
Do I get to pull one?
I believe it's. Oh, Calcus is going.
I just got it. It's just reloaded. So it's /R1D22.
/R space 1D22.
And they're all like,
Die.
so you instantly die.
Reroll.
Yeah, 14.
Blood out of body. Blood out of body.
Reroll. We've done this one as well.
Oh.
$19.
You draw. I'm gonna have to put it in the DnD chat.
Oh.
The vizier.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. I've seen enough online cartoons to know where this is going.
And that was like, there's the comment. The vizier states, at any time you choose within 1 year of drawing this card, you can ask a question in meditation and mentally receive a truthful answer to that question. Besides information, the answer helps you solve a puzzling problem or other dilemma. In other words, the knowledge comes with wisdom and on how to apply it.
Oh.
That's cool.
Did I forget anybody else's birthday?
Me.
All right, Chad.
Hello.
Once more, 2 good things so far.
Oh. Oh, I got the last one. Uh-oh.
22. That's the last one.
Yeah, sorry. I was like, uh-oh. That could either be really good or really bad.
You draw.
A new car.
I instantly die. No.
The void.
Oh no.
Oh, I die.
That doesn't sound good.
So once we get, we'll get into what's happening, and then I'll get into that, I guess.
Dying quest. Dying quest. Dying quest.
Oh my god.
Previously on Adventures in Aurora, the group defeated the Sultan
Yippee.
and then proceeded to pillage and loot his entire palace,
As you should.
finding out a great many different magic items and treasures and whatnot, reporting back to Ignira about the defeat, and Emberhold apparently going back to a relatively calm space with the rebellion in full swing. With that, you reclaimed, or Divinos reclaimed the flameheart shard, and with it received a vision from previous owners of the flameheart, including the original owner of Drakonire, the god of dragons, and his last power resides within it. With that, Drakonire gifted a final boon upon the new shard bearer of his wings, Having now the powers of the flameheart, the group went back to Kinmora to try to discover what is next on their journey. However, now with 2 shards in their possession, a new evil wakes from its slumber. Erevan began to feel uneasy, unrest. Once the Flameheart was recovered, he began seeing shadows at the edge of his vision, dissonant whispers coming from an unknown source. And for the first time in his life, dreamed. An odd sensation considering his race does not dream at all. In a frantic panic to discover more about what this dream meant, the group used a new item found within the Sultan's lair.
They decided to get high.
A mystical hookah that allows those who share in its share of its essence dream together and experience the same dream. And so going in, they discovered that the Dreaming Dark, this entity that seemingly destroyed Erevan's home plane, the Timeless Veil, has, instead of being locked away in that plane, has resided within Erevan this entire time, and has in its possession 3 of the shards. You are all now within Kinmora, thinking about what to do next and how to recover these next 3 shards. The Chronolock, the Celestis, and the Enigma. As you all are spending your days researching in the library to figure out if there was a way for all of you to travel to the Timeless Veil together, you all sit within the library perusing books, having spiritual specters giving you more and more reading materials. Books and scrolls are piled high above you as you all look exhausted from the research, discussing various things that you find. Divinos, as you begin to read a particular book, the words start to begin to like cross over each other. You kind of massage your eyes, blinking to make sure it's not just exhaustion, but indeed the words are moving across the page. The edges of your vision begin to dim as the rest of you see a darkness begin to envelop around him as he gets sucked and basically implodes with a popping noise. and is gone.
Now, it might be my age, but is that normal for Divinos? I'll take that as a no.
The darkness
I
came and
wouldn't know,
took him.
not since we've hung out with him, but it could be something that used to happen to him.
Maybe you said darkness took him. The darkness?
Did it look like the shadows?
Looks like shadows.
I'm gonna start feeling around for him. If he just like went invisible, he's like fucking with us or something. Oh, and I'll try to talk to him in his mind as well. I'm like, come on, Divinos. Now is not the time for doing that. We're busy people. Nothing?
There's no response.
Is there any arcane trace
Yeah.
from where he disappeared?
Going ahead and using detect magic, you can definitely see that there is some transmutation magic residual from where he was sitting.
The darkness couldn't have gotten him now that easily. You think it's because after the dreams that we had? You think it might be stronger now?
I
Divinos!
think we've pissed him off.
Divinos!
Divinos, you open your eyes and you are suspended inside of a massive crystal floating in a dreamlit void. The crystal pulses with fractured colors, reflecting versions of yourself that you don't recognize. One with actual dragon wings, another wearing a crown of flame, one broken, hollow-eyed, kneeling before this void-like entity. You try to speak, but no sound comes. You watch around you as this place shifts. Impossible stars, floating memories, shadows with no source. And faintly you hear someone laughing in your own voice.
Well, that's unexpected.
In the meantime, shit's going down. Are there any books on just people disappearing out of nowhere?
There's many a fantasy story, many different twisted tales of people disappearing through portals that have opened accidentally, or they've been in the wrong place at the wrong time, or heroes being summoned by darker, evil things. There's many a stories on them. Erevan,
Yes.
not minutes after he vanishes, the world topples from under you. You lose control over your legs and you crumple to the floor. The world around you goes black. You guys all see as he faints.
Oh shit, not you too. And I'll run over. I'll scan the area to see if there's anyone that's trying to attack us. Because if people just fallen for no reason, he's thinking a few things, Henri's thinking a few things in his mind. But like at a quick glance, there's no like hostile people, or
Yeah, nothing seemingly is around. The only thing that is, I guess, of interest is a book that you have read, Kaukas have read, and now Divinos lastly has read.
is a book floating there, or just is Erevan
No,
holding
it's
onto it?
on the ground where Divinos was.
Oh shit. I'll tell Neve to Neve. Can you hold on, Erevan?
You have to talk a little louder.
Oh, is my voice not coming through?
Let me raise your volume up more.
Say it.
You were talking in the middle. You dropped down a little more. I couldn't hear what you said.
Oh, gotcha. I asked you if you could hold Erevan since he fainted.
Sure.
Maybe just I don't know what you could do for him. But I want to see about Divinos as well. Because at least Erevan's still here. But I'll go over to the book and pick it up, see what he was reading.
The book is the same book that you and Calcus have both read in the days of your research. A book on mysterious artifacts. And as you kind of are reading through, you notice that 3 of the pages are missing now.
Oh, shit. Like, are they like ripped from it, or are they just gone?
They're like ripped, torn out,
Oh, okay.
but they're relatively close together within this book.
What would the
Um,
what is the 2 other pages before and after those 3 pages? Is it talking about anything similar?
Yeah, flipping back through, there is a specific section that deals with a apparent, very strong, powerful magical item called the Deck of Many Things. And at this point, there are, I believe, 5 pages torn out of it. And the ones torn out are the Night, the Void, the Comet, the Vizier, and I believe the Jester.
Sounds right.
But you remember reading through, when you read through, the Void and the Vizier were still in there when you read it, and then you handed it off to Calcus to read.
Ah, I see. So we all read from this book, or some of us read it, and then these pages disappeared as we read this book.
Yes. Uh-huh.
I'm gonna immediately close the book.
Mhm.
Kind of like you see, kind of Henri scratching his nose. So I read this. Some other of you have. I know that for sure because I lent it to you after. But there's pages missing, and there's about, what is it there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 5 pages missing. And there's 6 of us. And Neve, I take it you haven't read this yet? I think, if I'm remembering correctly.
I believe so.
Okay.
Erevan.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
You walk the hallway again. Same shadows. Same heartbeat glow from the hanging lanterns. Same 3 doors still breathing, still locked. But now there's a new sound. A faint, rhythmic tapping. At the far end of the hallway, deeper than you have dared to walk, a 4th door now stands. It wasn't there before. It shouldn't be there. A door made of red crystal, faceted and sharp, pulsing with trapped heat and fractured light. But unlike the others, it's not humming, it's crackling. A line of light zigzags down the surface. And just before you move closer, you see a shape inside.
What is that? Is there heat coming from the room?
Yes.
And what does the shape look like?
It's humanoid in nature. And you hear, "You brought them here. Now bring them home." And you wake
Bring them
up.
home? Did you say now bring them home?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And you wake up with Neve looking over you.
There's another door.
Huh?
Oh, shit.
Are
You're
you
awake.
okay?
You okay?
I went back to the Vale. Something brought me there. There's another door. Red crystals. The shadow within said that I brought you guys there and now I have to take you home. Do you guys think we should go back inside?
I don't know. We can only go in there for a few moments at a time. And I'm worried about losing you in there. Neve, what do you think?
Could be dangerous, but it could also have the answers we need.
We still don't know where Divinos went. What is this? Does the book have a title? Title at all?
Artifacts across the ages.
Gotcha. That's what I thought.
At this point, the specters that are continuing to move around and grab various scrolls and books one of them comes over and drops a tome at your feet.
Whose feet?
Kind of like between all of you.
Oh, okay.
It is a brittle old book that is scribed with shimmering ink.
Kind of nervous of the book, the last book we were reading. Henri picks it up kind of carefully. You said it's really old. Is it like falling apart, basically? Like
It's very brittle.
very brittle.
Yeah, you
Okay.
like as you kind of flip the pages, they are dry and crackly.
Gotcha. I'll kind of like just put it on like a side table, and then open it up slowly, and carefully. Oh, does it have a title?
The title reads.
Oh.
The title reads, "To Thread the Veil: The Shared Dream Walk."
Ooh. All right.
It, as you take some time to read it, well, it depends. If I mean, in this moment, are you going to take some time to read it?
Uh. Hmm. I. Hmm. I'd still be worried about where Divinos is, but my next assumption is that the darkness took him. So the faster we get into the dream world, the faster we can find Divinos. So yes, I will start to read it.
And I'm gonna assist him since I understand the veil.
Not quite.
Oh, did you want me to roll, or who's rolling?
No,
Oh.
I'm talking to Neve.
Oh, gotcha.
So the assumption is, get to it. So you open up the book, you begin to read, and it details after some time. It's a pretty big book. So after, like an hour or so of reading, you start to understand that this book details an ancient psychic ritual once used by Nexus Guardians to enter another's mind. Um, so to enter one another's mind during shard-induced afflictions. So seemingly something like this has happened to the past of previous shard bearers.
Huh.
But it does, it gives you the requirements for this particular ritual, and the mechanics that is required to do it. But seemingly, though, it lets the group of shard bearers enter, um, and do something called dream walking. Um, Fully synchronized, at least for there's entries of dream walking of up to 8 hours at a time. Some of which were only 2, others have been a little bit longer. Some have dreamwalked only for a short period of time before being shunted out. Um, but there are successful attempts of up to 8 hours.
Gotcha.
But the requirements are of such.
I'll take this book very carefully over and kind of explain basically what you just said to the party. And then bring up how to make the ritual. And oh, another cherished item shit. God damn it. Oh, one of their cherished items. Oh no, it's from each participant. Okay. Oh. When Divinos disappeared, did all his stuff go with him?
Yes.
Okay. I was just thinking he probably had most of this.
Also, Chad, I'm messaging you as well,
Ding.
so that you can keep in here. I don't want to just like shunt you out from the session.
All good.
Oh shit. That's cool.
So yeah, I think.
I wish I could draw on this one. Dab you, Andrew. Dab you. Let me bring it back to this menu. I will. Let's see. Clear circle etched with a dream. Sigil. Chalk or ash. I do have some ash. Or had. So each participant. Okay, so we need a drop blood or a cherished item. Okay. Valen, are you around?
I'm here.
Oh God, dude, don't scare me like that. You can't just come out of the ground all creepy like that.
I'm always here.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I digress. So as you can see, one of our friends have just kind of disappeared. We're trying to find him, and we think he might be in some sort of like dream world or the timeless veil. Is there like a chamber that we can use for rituals, as well as something that we can write with, like chalk or incense and stuff like that?
I have the
yes.
chalk.
That's good.
You're more than welcome to use the shard chamber for such rituals.
All right. Appreciate this library here. There's a lot of stuff we don't know about. I can't wait to read all these books. But either way, sorry, I digress again. Got to get to it. I will make my way, or I will follow the boy to get to the ritual chamber or the shard chamber.
Do you think that the hookah could create the smoke for us?
It's possible. I mean, maybe it might help us stay in longer too. I don't know.
I need about 10 minutes to prepare.
All right. We'll wait for you in the shard chamber then, or whatever you need to prepare.
Alright, so you guys take some time to, I'm guessing, gather whatever supplies that you need.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, so anybody like to specify any preparations that they would like to take?
Yep, putting a glyph of warding onto a 5-pound
No.
rock.
Oh my gosh. On a rock.
Yep,
I cast catapult on the rock.
exactly.
Boom.
I'm going to cast catapult on the rock and then shoot it out there. And something else I have.
Good lord. I'll probably take one of my vials. It said basically a lock of hair, drop of blood or whatever. I'll just use blood this time. Oh, maybe if it's a cherished item, you get to stay in longer. Cherished item, cherished. I'll go in my room and find my cherished object.
Okay.
I don't think there's much else to prepare for. Was there anything about like how the Dreamless realm is? Is it really a realm, or is it kind of like? I don't want to get that deep into it. Are things tangible there? Like what happens there?
I'm from there.
Well, yeah.
So yes, things are tangible.
Well, yeah. I can imagine things are tangible. It's just, you know, I'm more curious on people who have been there. Well, what is your realm like then, Erevan? Are there any things that we should prepare for? Can we not breathe in the realm? Should we get? Is it just full of water like the oh god, the cerulean waters were?
It was a beautiful place once. I don't know what he's done to it ever since I was forced out. It was mountains, streams, dark skies, light skies. I mean,
Was it like a lot like this world?
even nicer.
All right. What can you bring with you?
Whatever you have on you can go with you, from what I understand.
All right. It looks like we got to protect you at all costs, too, so you can't go running in any danger, all right? No hammers with glyphs on them, all right?
From what you have read in these days beforehand, you find a couple of things through these scrolls and journals. One of which is from a codex called the Shard Mind, and in its entries it says the mind is the last frontier, the veil is its shore. And from your reading of all of these, you start to understand that the Timeless Veil is not a true plane.
Okay.
It's a psychic space, a realm formed from the collective memory and thought and unrealized potential. It seems to lie somewhere between um, the ethereal and the other far realms, usually only accessed through powerful rituals or traumatic psychic rupture. Um, Another thing that you understand is that time does not flow in the veil. Moments kind of coexist, and some of which possibly fold in on themselves.
Hmm.
Um,
So 1 minute it could be there, and the next minute it could be gone.
Erevan, from what you remember, you were born with a tether to the veil, a trait amongst your people. Um, in your youth, you had these, like most other children of your race, these kind of imaginary friends um, called the Kiori, who call this place home. Um, and when this plane was collapsing, um, you fled through a mental breach, unknowingly dragging a piece of the veil with you. You recall that the veil itself is a place of impossible beauty, and endless possibilities. But from the place that you resided in, it was one of crystal forests that you remember playing with your friends through them in your young ages, running through the forest. And as you like touched these trees running past, they would light up in different tones and sounds. You remember stairways of light that led to yesterday, rivers that ran backward through emotion, and you remember a specific quote from Iroh that he told you about the veil, was that the veil holds what is not. It is what could be, what was lost, and what you fear most becoming.
Hmm.
Furthermore, if you would like some more backstory, through other writings, um, you read a story called A Mine Unmade, and it described a psychic who entered the veil and returned missing a decade of memory, and who constantly dreamed of himself watching his own life from afar.
Oh,
Um, Another one through your readings was a folk verse from the Lullaby Codex. And it ended with "Sleep now, child, hold tight your name, or you'll wake up changed and never the same." This is all the information that you gather on the Timeless Veil through your readings. Um, Divinos, you would have also had this information before you disappeared.
Is there anything else on the timeless veil? I don't. Oh shit! There they are. Whoa. Ivan, you told us how you got here, right? Or have you never explained that?
Yeah. No. Um, I had to escape the veil because of the darkness, and for the longest time, my family and clan kind of lived in the Silvorian woods.
Silvori, you said Silvori Woods?
Yeah, just I don't know whether I'm playing that. It is Silvoria, right, Drew?
What?
The woods north of Oromoris, the forest.
Yeah,
Yeah, Silvoria. Yeah,
Savoria.
That's where you said you appeared?
that's where we came through, and we kind of staked our ground there. And then, as I grew, I left and moved on myself, just searching.
Only time I ever really heard of Silvoria is when it's, or at least the woods before it. It's kind of a not good place to be. You think that the magics of that forest might have affected something in the Timeless Veil that let you escape?
I don't know what allowed us to pop through. I just know the darkness was coming, and the veil was not a place for us anymore.
How many of your people left, do you know?
How many left with us?
Handful, maybe 20.
There wasn't many.
That's a shame. So are you basically telling me that you're one of the last of your own kind?
I don't know what's left on the other side.
There has to be some people that are left. You can't just, well,
Hopefully we can find out. I'm concerned because the quarry had a lot to do with the Timeless Veil. And we actually had, if you remember, when we were doing the Aquamere Shard, we had to fight some of them that were taken over by the darkness. And I'm just hoping that we're not going to come across that when we cross back over.
sorry. My bad. I was looking through the notes. I don't remember what session that was, but I know for a fact I put the pictures of them in here. It was right before Drakonire.
Mhm.
Was it? I think it was before we. Yeah, here it is. Uh. Oh, I don't think I wrote down notes. Oh, I stopped about an hour in. Okay. Damn it. I don't have the names of the. I don't even know if they told us the names, but I have the pictures. Um, I remember the mage and everything, and whatever the other creature was, some type of different. Quinari? Quinari?
That's the quarry.
Corey. My bad. Sorry. But I think
That's a dark vision of what Ira was.
yeah. Man, they didn't look too friendly. Not as friendly as Ira did. Maybe we'll find. We gotta make sure we try to find him too. We have no idea where he went after everything. Well, shoot. Well, let's get this ritual going.
Take out the chalk and draw the circle.
All right. If you all gather inside of the chamber, silent save for the faint hum of the Aquamare shard as requirement resting on its pedestal. Shadows dance along as incense begins to curl into strange shapes. Eyes, stars, feathers, flame. The hookah of shared dreams is set in its center, already lit, glowing a dull blue. The circle has been prepared. Dream glyphs carved into obsidian, glowing faintly. And at its heart, your mark, Erevan, pulses like a heartbeat. One by one, each of you places the item gathered. And at this point, I would like to know, Neve, what do you bring to this ritual?
Hmm. I don't know, because I don't know what I'd have that would be meaningful enough. Probably. Uh. Probably my signet of my faith. It'd be the only meaningful thing I have on me right now.
The smoke begins to thicken. Cricket, what do you bring to this ritual?
Take off the cowboy hat and set it down with the signet.
Oh.
The runes begin to pulse. Henri, what do you bring to this ritual?
Arnie went and he grabbed his old walking stick. And he'll kind of put it down where everyone else has put theirs.
Flames from candles light around the circle. Calcus, what do you bring to this ritual? If you're here.
I think he's pooping.
You probably pooping.
Yeah, he's muted.
What does one of you bring for Divinos?
Mm. For Divinos.
For him, but not something that just represents him.
That's pretty good.
I will slide off my ring of fire resistance. And set it down for him.
The flames grow brighter. The
Oh.
final piece,
Oh.
the
Which
one
one of those?
centering this ritual after Calcus. Erevan, what are you bringing?
Pocket watch.
As it is placed, the shadows begin to form a clockwork sigil around the chalk. Both hands facing the top. Both poised for midnight. Erevan. Speak the ritual.
Let dream touch dream. Let our thoughts become one. Let the veil part and show us what we've forgotten.
The air inverts, breath becoming weight. Sound stretches and folds inward like a scream held underwater. Your visions collectively spin, not down, but inward. And you fall. But there's no ground. You all awake and stand upon a floating bridge made of glass, suspended in a void of shimmering stars and whispering winds. Above you, broken moons drift like thoughts. Below you, a sea of shadow reflecting what never was. In the distance stands a fractured gate, towering, golden, humming with power. And before it, hovering in a prison of red crystal, you see Divinos, eyes closed, arms raised in a suspended torment.
How far off is he?
maybe a mile.
Guys all okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. Is that Divinos up there?
I think it is.
Let's hope we can get him out of here. I already don't like this place.
Does the veil look normal to me?
Is not a part of the veil that you've been in.
Oh, okay.
It's just totally a trap, isn't it?
Either way, we have to get him, right?
Right, we don't have a lot of time in here. Each one of us could be gone at any moment, I feel. So let's get to it. Now I'll start making my way up the road? Question mark? Path?
You are on a bridge that is shattered on both sides.
I see.
And kind of like the shattering of the bridges kind of like floats on the edges.
Oh, so we're okay. Oh, I'm thinking like the have you ever modded Skyrim? Andrew?
In what way?
Oh god. In many ways. There's like a
No, my
alternate
secret mods.
start mod. And it has like this whole like different area where you can pick your race and start up at like different towns. Oh, you know what? The Dragon Age Veilguard, the realm that you guys go to, that's like their own place. You know what I'm talking about? Oh. Wait, remember? Andrew?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
The in Dragon Age Veilguard, it's like the I don't remember what it's called, but it's like the area that you get to have like your own personal stuff at, and you can go and talk to all your companions, switch out companions.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Is it kind of like that?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I just needed a visual. Probably a bit more dark and dreary compared.
Yeah. Do you guys have a black screen right now?
No, I see it.
Nope, I got the picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a picture too. Is that Henri?
Kind of like that,
Not
except
Henri.
for
Seriously,
Can I will my mind to make the bridge float like a boat towards the
Ooh.
crystal?
you think and you try to imagine, and it doesn't seem to respond to you.
Are you constipated?
I was just trying something.
Or what were you trying?
I was trying to will my mind to see if I can get this bridge to move towards the crystal.
You think it's maybe because we're all connected, we kind of share the same lucidity? Maybe if we put all our minds to it, we could move the bridge.
I think it's a good shot. Let's try.
All right. You heard me, everyone, right?
Yeah.
Think about moving the bridge just ever so closer. And I'll put both my fingers on my temples and think real hard.
It's like an aneurysm.
You all try this mind melding technique using all of your imagination to force the movement. Nothing comes.
Ooh. Well, that didn't work.
How does it make you feel that, even though you're trying something with all your might, that you can't do it?
It's a level of frustration. Disappointment.
With kind of that feeling, that emotion of this, you see one of the shards of the bridge floats upward and toward the direction.
Whoa. How'd you do that one? Is it working?
It's. I don't know. I mean, that worked, but still doesn't get us to where we're going. There's still a level of failure.
Well, how did you just move that one?
I don't know how it came up. I was just.
Were you
I
upset?
was upset that this would not move.
Hmm. You think anger might help it move? Is that how that works?
You think that we all have to have like different emotions?
It's possible.
Try.
Alright. I'm gonna go for a little panic.
I'm just gonna go for anger. I'll think about last week. This old woman just cut in front of me. I thought, no, sorry, never mind. It's been You just think about what's his face? The leader of the almost said Dark Brotherhood. The oh god, I can't remember the name of it. Wasn't
Dark
dark?
one?
Yeah, no, the
Quite literally the opposite of dark. Ivory.
Ivory. Thank you. My god.
Oh.
Yeah, think about the Ivory, the head of the Ivory Brotherhood, and how like he felt weak, not being able to just kill him right then and there. Well, the last time you saw him in what was it? Black Marsh? Oh, that's where Argonians come from. Hang on. No, it's
Stonemar.
no, yeah, Stonemar.
As you remember this strong emotion, the realm seems to respond to it, and another piece of the bridge slowly floats from the left into place.
Oh, all right. It's anger. Stop panicking, Calcus. Get angry. Imagine that you never accomplish what your family will, and all that pressure on
It's like a furrowed brow.
you.
Calcus, what are you remembering when you're trying to get into this panicked state?
The panicked.
Ah.
Just how every time his family would have like give him like a project, and it was like a tight deadline, and he could never make progress because he just could never get into crafting like his family could as well as they did.
Again,
You can
another
never make-
piece. Another piece floats down, forming a pathway. It's seemingly very close now.
Right, y'all, just a bit more. Gosh, I don't know if Neve can get angry at anything. What about... might still respond to a very strong emotion. And Neve, what are your thoughts on your god?
My thoughts on my god, my deity.
Yeah, you know, about all the stuff that she's been through, we've been through.
I can be angry, and that, quite frankly, does anger me. It's just accepting that there are things I have no control over, and trying to change them is the only rational move I have. I can only do what I can do.
Try to dig into that emotion if you can.
Are you trying to what exactly do you need me to do? I'm just trying to understand.
Well, I mean, it seems like strong emotions are building a bridge towards where we can go and grab Divinos. So I feel like the faster we do... I'm sorry, I'm not trying to rush, but we only have a limited amount of time in here.
I mean, I wouldn't be angry. I wouldn't be upset. Most present emotion I have is hope. Hope for a positive outcome, but the understanding of what is.
All right. Well, dig into it if you can. Just... You are pretty inspirational with how you handle things. And you do...
What emotion are you digging into, if I may ask?
Huh? Wait. You gotta rephrase that one more time.
So what emotion are you digging into, if I may ask?
Well, anger, really. Remember the time I went to the mines by myself?
I do.
Yeah, I met the one of the my old quote, for lack of better words, playmate back when I was with the Ivory Brotherhood. He was partially my mentor and partially my rival. And I just wanted to off him then and there, and I felt weak and upset at the fact that I knew I wasn't strong enough to take him out.
Okay.
Still irks me to this day, knowing that he's still roaming around. Ooh, what about cricket?
What about cricket?
Henri will kind of see Neve struggle a bit with figuring it out, maybe? Or, I don't know. Does it seem to be like a
You ever miss Hero?
Oh, that's mean.
You ever feel the loss?
Losing hero was like losing a family member. I think about his loss every day.
Like a teardrop, the next crystalline platform falls into place.
Are we there, or is it just almost
Very,
close?
very close.
How much of a distance?
I mean, it's difficult to gauge in this reality. It seems as though with every step across the fractured bridge, you know that you're making progress, but the crystal still is the same distance away as at where you began.
I look at Divinos and I drop to one knee and I remember the suffering that happened the last time I was here. And to see him suffering up locked in that crystal, how it's just not changed. And he does look like he's suffering in that crystal, correct?
Mm-hmm.
He's stuck in that cringy moment he had as a child. That's all I can think of.
Instead of a final platform falling into place, a platform does descend, but accompanied with it a massive mirrored archway. And as you step upon this platform, you each see a reflection of yourselves. A twisted version Calcus, as you glare into this reflection, what do you think that you see reflecting back at you as a distorted reality of what would happen if you maybe rebelled against your parents and your family? What would that version of yourself look like now?
You know, I was actually thinking about this when I first made my character. I'm gonna do a better version though. I don't want to be too deep. He's definitely gonna have like sunken eyes and looks like molded bread next to him, like his family gave up on him. But still, it's definitely defeated look, but trying to figure out how to put it into words. Just basically locked in a room that nobody really has access to and was just left alone. Barely enough food to last him the whole day. It's kind of sad. I'm sorry, but
Don't apologize. That's great.
It originally it was a lot worse, but I was like,
And Neve, what version of yourself would you see if maybe Aurora gave up on you? Okay.
Okay.
Neve, you there?
Probably in the bathroom. Oh, he did say that. That was 25 minutes ago, though. What about you, Cricket? What would you see, perhaps, if your father never made hero for you?
Probably just a continued life of isolation and nothing to really look forward to that much. I don't think he would still be present, like her father would be present as much still, but I think it'd just be more isolated and more independent.
Henri, what would you see if you enjoyed the plan that you created so many years ago?
This would be
If
one
you
of two
enjoyed
things.
seeing those innocents burn?
Onward wouldn't even see himself, he would just see a monster. A creature with, knives for hands, or staring daggers at him. Huge. An abomination.
And Erevan, what would you see if you never left the Veil and joined sides with the dark?
A farmhand, just plowing the fields, really not doing much of anything, never being able to find tools to create, never having Ira choose me and select me, just being like a side hand.
An NPC?
Yeah.
How do each of you react to seeing this version of yourselves?
Henri would probably.
Lost.
Oh, yeah. Did you say how would we react, or
Yeah, how do you react?
Henri's probably stern, staring at it with daggers back. He would probably actually hit the mirror or stab it with something, anything, and just go, that's not me. That will never be me. I swore to that. It's very frustrated.
Make a insight or a persuasion check.
Insight or persuasion. Let's go with insight. Ooh, actually pretty good. 21.
I have the rest of you as well make either an insight or a persuasion check.
Oh. Ow.
That's why I don't roll for people.
Why'd I roll an
How
insight
much-
check?
Oh,
well, you
now
weren't
he's
here.
back.
I can do this now. Neve, did you hear where you guys are at?
Yeah.
the
You asked. I thought you were asking Henri to roll an insight check.
No. So I didn't get this from you before. What do you see in the reflection if Or gave up on you?
Probably sadness. You know, like it'd be a very saddening thing.
Like, what would your reflection look like?
Probably someone who's just sad and in despair and is just not giving up so much, but just like, you know, just someone who's lost something. It'd be loss, grief, sadness, despair.
Okay. Can you make an insight check?
I can, yeah. That's what I was confused what was happening.
With the collective insight from all of you, each of you begin to realize that while this is a distorted reality, a dream, as you will, of a lost version of yourselves, you come to still realize that it is a part of you, whether you like it or not. And each of you face it and walk through the mirror as it shimmers, as each of you walk through peacefully. You find yourselves at the edge of this golden gate, a floating red crystal before you, with your companion stuck in the middle of it.
Is there anyone else around? Anything hiding?
Doesn't seem to be the moment. You want to make a perception check for me?
Yes.
I'll help him, guide him.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Double guidance. I can
Or
never
flash genius.
figure out where perception is.
It's alphabetical.
So I got advantage
That's
from
a P.
advantage and guidance.
Yeah, you get the help action and guidance. So advantage and a D4.
D4.
Gotcha.
But what if I want to work against him? Does that
Oh,
subtract help?
disadvantage.
Dang. I got 18 though.
Um, as you look around to see if basically you are safe. You see skittering over the edge of the crystal
Oh,
a being of darkness. It has these almost clawed-like appendages as it kind of skitters across the top of the crystal.
Oh no. Ugh, why?
Oh,
Why?
speak. The locked one.
Ugh. Erevan, you talk to it. Or what do you know?
Why have you brought our friend here?
Your friend is here of his own will.
Kind of
We
doubt
would like
that.
him back.
please.
Do I know you?
You I have not seen in these dreams, but the rest I have. Each night they visit. Each night I see them, including this one, as he taps on the crystal.
I don't. Oh, excuse me. I don't remember seeing anything like you before.
Always at the edge. Always in the shadow.
Oh god. I'm gonna just shudders at that. Thinking about all the times he was at school butt naked giving a speech. Just a little spider creeping on in the corner.
I am the one that makes you wake up in a sweat. The one that has you jolt awake.
You're the one who preys on the ones who can't fight back.
I do not pray.
Their dreams are sacred and they come here to this place and you enter and distort.
Dreams are of their making during this one. They create their paradise or their nightmare.
Why?
I am but one side.
Why are you doing
Who's to
this?
say
Sorry.
why mortals? Who's to say why mortals enjoy their own suffering? I merely create the visions that they want to see. The ones that their mind creates.
Who are you?
Many names through the ages. In your own tongue, nightmare. In others, noctmere.
Sorry. Well, what do you want with Divinos? Why did you just take him?
He has interesting sleeps. I wish to examine him more closely. He came into this world through different means. He should not have been here.
Be honest, I don't think you should be here either. Looking into people's dreams, peeping in.
I am here. This is my construction.
Were you born here?
The dreams of which you are in right now are the ones that I birth. I am the hollow sleep.
You notice you don't have complete control over this right now. That we are here without your blessing. We walk freely. And we want our friend back.
You look upon me like some evil creature.
You're holding our friend. How else would we view you?
There is one amongst you who understands the necessity of my presence. As he looks over to Neve.
While I can accept your presence as a necessity, holding Divinos is not a requirement of that. Though I do understand the importance you place you hold in the balance.
Why should I not keep him? He's created many worlds. I enjoy the dreams he has created.
Well, that's not fair. I'm sure there's other people who they have big aspirations compared to Divinos. Not to be rude to him, of course, but he can't even defend himself here, which is kind of funny. But we need our friend. He's vital in the way destiny works, I guess.
Maintaining the balance.
Right, exactly.
Nightmare, do you remember when the Dark One came through here?
The dark. He ruined such his dreams.
He's coming back. And we need him to keep him away.
I do such wish to keep him. His buried rage, it's simmers so sweetly. What shall you give me in return?
I'll give you the little green one. No.
Damn.
My sister would like that one. She dreams so sweetly. It disgusts me.
I give in return.
I will let you come into one of my dreams. Now that I can have them.
Oh.
For something that you've never seen before. Something fresh.
Erevan, you do not dream. How can you offer me something you cannot give?
I just started recently and I don't know why.
A peace still lingers within you. A stench is still within you.
Who's still within
No.
me?
That which you fear the most.
you're saying the dark is within me?
I propose an exchange.
Now, hold on. You're gonna say exchange. If you're gonna ask for one of us in return, I can already tell you that's gonna be a no.
Oh, Henri. Would never ask something that you would not freely give to me. No. Rather, in exchange for your friend, I get to give each one of you something.
Wait, now you're gonna give us something?
Oh, yes.
And you'll give us our friend?
I shall.
Now, is that... Are you offering something for us to take, or just gonna give us something?
Will give each of you a creation of my own.
I don't like that. I say it in my head.
Is your gift going to harm us?
Mhm. Not in your realm. I will take a seed of fear from your minds, plant it in your sleep, feed it when you forget. And when you dream again, I will be there.
To help us?
That's not helping you, buddy.
Well, hang on. Sometimes fear plays a vital role in the development of many skills. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I look at him again. Insight check?
What are you trying to glean from the body language of this creature?
Let's see. Ill content? Is that the right word for that? Malice. Well, actually, I don't really get malice from him. I want to gauge in this aspect. This is just a whatever we choose is going to be a win-win for him. The only thing downfall would be for us to attack him. So.
And what if I offer you what Erevan did, instead of infecting all of them with fear? You can visit my dreams.
But I so wish to visit all of you.
But as you understand, there's a balance. You may not get everything you want, just like we don't get everything we want. I'm freely and willingly offering you this proposition.
A wise shard-bearer. Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
I don't like that.
$17.
Visit the dreams of the holiest among you. A personal nightmare. I will accept.
In your head, Neve, you hear, Neve, are you sure? I can't just let you do that. I don't want him to fuck up whatever brain you got going on in there, alright?
Oh, it's okay. A few nightmares here and there. A small price to pay for everything. Plus, it's a good balance between the happy life I live and maybe a little bit of terribleness.
That doesn't mean you deserve that sort of terribleness. Just because you've lived a happy life, you should go on continuing to live a happy life.
Often people receive things they don't deserve, or situations happen to them. But
Yeah, but this is on your.
This is simply a nice means to an end. It is a good balance for all of us, and it is it's something I'm happily doing. I'm fine with this.
Willing sacrifice. How divine.
EXP.
She has given you her word. Can we have our friend now?
The creature begins to crawl down the golden arch to where it is now standing before you. And it's an odd scenery because as it descends, it seems to grow to the height of the pillars of the arch. As it reaches down a claw to gently tap the temple of Neve. And if you feel a cold shudder from your mind as a trickle of cold sweat runs down your forehead. You all see as the red crystal begins to crack and shatter and then fully burst. Divinos,
Wait. Do we really want this asshole back?
The crystal bursts and Divinos, you fall to your knees.
That was awful.
Divino, are you alright?
You have a good nap?
Hey,
Thank you for your company, Divinos.
anytime but Nord I charge people. Who are you again?
I will see you again soon.
Hopefully not too soon. Erevan, I have a vague feeling I felt Ira here. Somewhere.
Here in the Vale?
Yes. It's trapped in that thing. God, what a fucking headache.
Once you disappeared, I had
Okay.
another dream. There was that fourth door. One of red crystal. I don't know if this is what led you to you here, or if it was something else. Where did... Any idea where you felt Ira? I mean...
Oh, just a faint line, but I do seem to recall it was more about projecting your intent. At least that's how I was able to feel him. Have you been able to sense him since you've been here?
Have I been able to sense him?
If you would like to try to reach out, I would say make a
Guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go bathroom.
make a Tinker's check.
Tinker's check. Interesting. Can I guide myself?
No.
No.
Is it okay? Oh.
Oh, are you kidding me?
You have Flash of Genius.
Yeah. If I can
No.
use Flash of Genius on that.
Ooh, I would say, as you bring out your tools, the things that connect you most to Iroh, you feel a connection. Does not guide you in any way, but you feel a faint whisper of familiarity. Ones that you did not feel when you were in the material.
Okay now, Divinos?
Somebody. Inebriated that.
Is there anything pushing me, guiding me to go in any certain direction? Because I feel like I don't know really where to go.
Little dreamers. How bright you burn in such a dark place. You came for him and gave me such precious things in return. Faith, doubt. I will savor them. There. He lifts a claw. The air ripples ahead, revealing a long corridor of starlight spiraling upward, ending at a massive door of crystalline glass. The door that sings in silence. Beware. Hope, untethered from memory, becomes delusion. When next we meet, bring me better nightmares. The wind picks up, and like dust scattering to the wind from the top of his head to the bottom of his claws, he fades away on the wind.
Let's hope we never meet him again.
You shall.
I'm getting out of here. I'll make my way up to the, you said it was like a stardust stairs, kind of up to a door?
Well, like a corridor that spirals upwards.
Like a wizard sleeve?
Sure.
Right?
A wizard sleeve. It's like a tube of like lights and stuff. And if I'm going out.
Need, did you see my message?
I did.
Okay.
But I'm optimistic.
Uh-huh.
I was literally at that last second I was deciding whether to like fight or flight, but like this dream creature, I'm already like, oh god. Andrew cooked up something fucking terrible. But
No, you guys just met Nightmare. The embodiment of nightmares.
yeah, like I assumed it was some sort of
Yeah.
deity almost, but we're like akin to a deity of dreams. I don't know. I wanted to punch it or hit it, stab it.
Not a good,
so close
not a good
to.
choice, but you go for it.
EXP. EXP.
Sure.
Come here, Mr. Bingles. Die, die, die.
Dom did need to beat that single-handedly, so.
That's
Oh,
true.
true. Yeah.
That's true. I was thinking about it.
You get him, champ. You get him.
Everybody's just standing over to the side. He's gonna die. Anything you guys want to discuss before moving onwards?
Erevan, you said you could feel Iro here, right?
Yeah,
You know any direction or?
I can't pinpoint any direction. The only thing I can tell you is, I hate to say it, but let's listen to Nightmare and head on up the path here towards that crystal door.
Andrew, the I know how the atmosphere is, but what's like the movement in here? Is it like when you're in a dream, you kind of feel like you're moving through molasses, or something like really sticky, or like dense?
It's you don't. It's like you don't feel your steps,
Mm.
and it's like as you move, you are not moving towards the destination. The destination is moving towards you.
Hmm.
So it is a it's a very odd feeling of traversal.
You ever
Like a
drive
dream.
down the highway and all of a sudden you're in another place and you're going like, shit, I don't remember driving this far.
That's just a dementia
Yeah.
Oh
setting. Yeah.
shit.
No. Sometimes when it's really late, I'm very tired. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Early in the morning, driving to work, and then like not realizing that you got there.
Not realizing the 5 stop signs you missed.
Yeah. the kid that you ran over, the flashing of red and light behind you. The path that you all take unfolds as a spiraling bridge of starlight suspended in an endless glowing dark. Each step makes no sound. The stars shift overhead as you walk. They're not fixed in place, but they follow you as you keep going. On both sides of the path that you take, the void below gives way to mirages. Childhood homes of each of you in perfect stillness. Lost loved ones standing motionless, smiling, but not blinking. Victories that never happened. And the occasional alternate lifestyle that you could have lived. Some lives without pain, without cost, but also lives without each other. The path ends at a towering structure, a door forged from crystallized light, taller than any cathedral gate. Its surface is a mirror, but fractured into thousands of moving reflections. As you approach, the door hums softly. Listening closely, it is a different tune from each of you. You can choose what it sounds like to yourself, but it might sound like a lullaby, or a prayer, or a victory chant. They layer into something beautiful, but also broken. As you draw near, the reflections pause, each of your mirrored selves turning and looking at you as if suddenly aware. And the door speaks, and each of you hear in thousands of your own voices in perfect unison. You are not ready to see the light until you survive the dark within it. And the door begins to glow.
Ooh.
It's getting much brighter.
Yes.
I'm gonna close my eyes and try to walk forward towards it.
The mirrored surface begins to fracture. Lines of radiant silver web outwards. The crystal begins to peel open, revealing a spiral staircase made of sunlight leading downward and inward. A gentle wind rushes past you, almost warm and nostalgic, a stark contrast to what you have experienced thus far. It smells like memories of safety, a hearth fire, a mother's hand. And beyond the staircase, you all see it. A vast chamber of prismatic fog. And a glowing, rotating diamond of impossible angles, pulsing with pure potential.
I'll do the same as Erevan. Kind of trusting in him, but I'll catch up to him and put my arm on his shoulder first. So I'm walking with him.
Yeah, I'll follow suit.
Does anybody remember what the 3 shards were in my head?
I wrote one. I was
Or
only
the
able to
veil
write
here?
one of them down. I was the chronologue, which is yours.
Which is mine.
I don't remember the other two.
That's not.
I was
What
gonna
were
ask,
the other
but I
two?
was too late.
Chronologue, Celestis, and Enigma.
Hmm.
As you each step through the fractured doorway, you enter into a room that is vast and borderless, filled with drifting motes of light that almost move like fireflies. The floor is a mirror reflecting the stars. And at the center floats a massive radiant crystal, slowly turning. As you move forward, it begins to pulse slowly. Neve,
Do we
each
get?
pulse seems to pull at you.
Pull at all of us, correct?
No, just Neve.
Oh, and Eve.
You were always meant to carry the light. But are you ready to be seen by it?
Cam, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Just having a nightmare. I am going to raise your volume a little bit. We have 2 shards right now, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the last 3 shards are just, or the, right? No, 6 of us. Got 2. We need 3 more. Hang on, my brain's being dumb. Flameheart shard, Chad. Alchemist shard, me. Carnluck shard, Steve. Stoneman shard, Lucas. Or, I should say, Calcus and Divinos. Celestia shard. Enigma. Oh, okay, so it's everything but the Stonebound shard, I think. I think we need 4 shards. Because the other ones, at least the ones that we saw in here, and correct me if I'm wrong, Andrew, are the Chronolock, Celestis, and Enigma.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. And does the stairway go to the shard, or to this crystal that we see, or is it just below us?
It's kind of like a stairway up to like a raised dais.
Gotcha.
Where now it's kind of like endless void around, or like cloudy, very light around. I can show you.
Oh.
Does it have a name?
Does what have a name?
The dais.
Is this a joke?
Its name is Alma.
Did I not?
Chad got it.
Oh,
Amadeus, Amadeus, Amadeus.
okay. It's like I didn't get it.
Yeah, I was thinking real hard about that one too. I guess we just keep on moving. You feeling anything with that, Neve? The crystal?
No, nothing yet. I don't think.
You do feel a pull to the crystal.
Oh, I lied. I do feel a pull.
Do you think
Like
that's
every pulse of it. You feel a twinge between your shoulder blades.
I say we keep going.
As you begin to walk forward, the mirrored floor begins to crack. and the dais separates itself and moves further away from you.
Oh.
Well, it seems to be pretty squirrely.
That was very nice. Imagine. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use my celery. And then I will. I mean, if this is okay, Andrew. I'm just getting ready.
Yeah.
Just kind of get all the stuff out, and then I will do my right. Oh, wherever I am. There I am.
There may be too much weight on the mirror. Neve, why don't you, if you're feeling the pulse, why don't you proceed?
Sure. I'm happy to.
As you step forward, Neve, you hear a rumble from below as jutting up from the fog below, the void below, are 7 pillars that each are at varying heights, but at the top of which each hold a angelic statue perched upon the top.
Okay. Do they all look different? Or are they all the same image?
They are each different. The one closest to you is hooded, hands claps in a prayer, wings folded inward.
And what about the rest of them?
The next one up in verticality is another angel, one of the wings that it has, I can speak, is charred and broken. The angel kneels, offering a glowing blade hilt first. The third one has its eyes closed, holding a mirror. The fourth has one hand open in offering, the other clenched in restraint. The fifth has wings raised, gazing upward. A seed glows in its hand. The sixth, I'll put this in the chat. The sixth is
Thank you.
double faced. One face is stern, the other sorrowful. And the last of which has multiple arms embracing a circle of smaller figures.
And are they like in a circle, or are they just kind of like spread out? The statues.
It's like freehand. There we go. It's like boom, 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 boom. I can count. So it's like they're like staggered, each one taller than the next.
Okay.
And then there's like the platform. leading upward.
I'll go up to the first one and I attempt to mimic what it's doing.
As you step up to the first one, the step in front of it disappears.
Okay. Can I attempt to still mimic what it does?
Yes. Hooded, hands clasped in your prayer, your wings folded inward. Nothing seems to happen other than that platform disappearing.
Can I attempt with just one foot to see if I can step on anything that's there? Even if it's disappeared, if there still could be something remaining.
Absolutely. You step forward, trusting the path even when you don't see it. And you walk smoothly across it. Faith unbroken. At this point, would you like to make an intelligence check? Or, sorry, not an intelligence. A religion check.
Sure. $20.
20. Your memory brings you back to the very beginning of your teachings as a cleric of Auror. And you remember that when being taught in this faith, there are 7 tenets that Auror kind of resides over. Those being of faith, sacrifice, memory, mercy, hope, judgment, and unity.
Okay. So each of the statues will represent something. So I guess I approach the next statue.
You do?
Uh-huh.
Nothing seems to happen as you approach it.
This is sacrifice, I'm assuming? Or which image am I looking at this one?
You're looking at the one with one wing charred and broken. It's kneeling, offering a glowing blade hilt first.
I have no weapons.
You need to borrow one of mine? Or do you need to borrow one of mine?
No.
It is within reach of you.
Does it look like the item is like attached to the statue, or like it's an item I could grab?
It looks close enough to grab.
I'll attempt to grab it.
The dagger releases. and is now in your hands.
Hmm. Let's see. Well, pointless bloodshed would serve no pointless point to the balance. I will kneel to the statue. I will offer the dagger in the same position it is. And I will also offer it. What is a sacrifice? I'll offer it my bag of tricks.
Ooh.
The rest of you, not Neve, each take 14 points of radiant damage.
Ooh. Ouch.
Yeah.
Slow your roll there, girl. Slow your roll.
You look and see that each one of your hands is slit.
Oh shit. Be careful up there, Neva. Seems like we're getting sliced up.
The angel, like the first one, turns away from you now.
Okie dokie. Okay, I'll move on to the next one. But before that, I'm going to cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Oh.
And then I'll approach the next statue.
Thank you.
The third one has its eyes closed, holding a mirror.
I'll look inside the reflection of the mirror.
In it, you see a vision of horror hooked up deep below, its power being stifled away.
I'll just continue to look at the mirror, and I'll look up at the angel. Are its eyes like staring, or is it blinded? I can't remember which one it was.
Closed. Eyes are closed.
I will close my eyes after looking at the image. I will say a prayer to Or. Most likely just thanks, but also wishing to remedy her situation, and knowing that I'm offering myself to their service.
Go ahead and make a religion check for me.
Sure. Yeah. 27.
Very nice. Your eyes open, looking back at the mirror, and you can see that your prayer seems to instill some sort of life force back to, or it is small, but it is there. The angel then turns away from you.
Move on to the next one.
And the next one, you see one hand open in offering and the other clenched and restrained. As you walk toward it, you see appearing before you
Batman?
yeah, Batman. The visage of Hitharian Starfall. The same mage that worked to steal away the Aquamare shard. The mage that is one of the heads that siphons away the life force of Aura to power the city. The one that is killing your goddess. And he's on his knees, begging you.
So in the image, I'm there over him. I'm assuming.
He is there.
Oh,
Like
he's there.
an illusion of him before you.
So I will replicate what the statue did, and I will choose to. While I don't accept his actions, I will understand that even he serves a purpose to the balance.
He grabs onto your hand with a sly grin, and his body begins to disappear from behind him until the only thing that's left is his hand clasping yours. And the angel spins away from you.
To the next.
The next one is an angel with wings raised, gazing upward, a radiant seed glowing in its hands.
I will. Can I take the seed from it?
Yes.
I will take the seed. I will replicate what the statue is doing. I will attempt to cast Cure Wounds on the seed.
as you focus your healing magics into the seed. You feel a warm wind as the seed bursts into a radiant flower, its petals made of crystal. The flower lifts into the air and begins to fall around you. The petals begin to fall around you. The angel bows its head, a tear of gold slipping down its cheek as it turns away once more.
To the last one, second to last one.
Second to last. This one is double faced. One face is stern and the other is sorrowful.
I will approach it. Does it look like there's anything on the statue?
As you approach the sixth angel, a deep chime rings out. Black marble pillars rise from the floor in a perfect circle, encasing the platform you're on. You see a translucent version of yourself. And she looks bitter. You think faith makes you strong. It's fear. You kneel because you're terrified to stand without someone telling you who to be.
I will walk over to the image of me. I will say that it is the fear and the anxiety that lives within me, and thoughts that I have once shared. And while it is also a part of me, it's the part I choose not to express or believe in, and I will give it a hug.
Oh.
The mirrored version of yourself tenses, caught in surprise. Both of your bodies begin to glow and merge, light folding inward like wings closing around you. The court shatters like glass, each one falling into glitter as the sixth angel turns.
And then I'll approach the final angel.
This one bears multiple arms, embracing a circle of smaller figures.
Do the figures look like anybody?
Upon closer examination, each one bears a similar face to each one of your party members.
Does it look like anybody's missing or anything's out of place with any of them?
Not necessarily.
Can I remove the figures?
You cannot. They don't seem to budge.
And there's no empty arm, right? No empty
No.
hand it has.
Mm-mm.
This one is stumping me a little bit because I know it means all of us, but I don't know what it wants me to do.
This is
This is
the
Unity, it has to be, but I just don't know what it wants me to do. All the other ones kind of like made sense, or I can make my own way with it. Is there anything else about the statue? Can I make an investigation check?
Sure, go ahead.
how far is Neve away from us as well?
She is up to the dais pretty much. Not too far, maybe like 2 stories.
Oh, okay.
Can we hear what she's saying?
If she is speaking to.
Like, did we just hear her say, "I don't know what this one wants me to do"?
Oh no, I was just talking. Dom was asking like
Okay.
out of game
Oh, okay.
questions. In game, like I'm just standing there. I think, especially if Neve doesn't know what's going on or what's happening, this would be a moment of quiet reflection and prayer. Understanding that I understand that this wants unity, and I can't accept the reasoning of what to do for the statue. So I'll offer it a gentle prayer and hopes and well wishes that we can proceed in our journey safely, and that even if I may not have the answers, that together we could tackle any situation. And I'll offer a vocal prayer, but a soft-spoken one.
As you kind of bow your head, offering a prayer, the angel stirs, but does not awaken. The light dims slightly. The realization that this cannot be passed by faith alone.
At that point, I will call out to the rest of the party if they can make the journey down this pathway to try to join me over at the statue. I think it's going to take all of us to get through this one.
Honor will nod and try to make his way up the same way Neve did. Or unless the path is just. What did anything happen to the path when Neve went up to the next pedestal? And
The path seems solid as you ascend the staircase.
okay.
Head on out.
One by one, each of your friends join you. Neve.
So for this particular statue, I believe it is representing the unity of us all, and just like the church and our faith, I think it's going to require all of us together in order to get past this one.
What do you need us to do?
I believe we all have to join hands and
Sing Kumbaya.
I was gonna say that, but it sounded a little cheesy.
Well, I haven't.
But I believe if we all join hands near the statue, it may allow us to pass.
All right. I don't know any songs, but I do know a few hymns. And I'll just kind of rock back and forth, wait for
No, she
everybody.
heard.
Oh, I just got it. Terrible.
One by one, each of you step forward, gripping each other's hands. And as the final circle is completed, a pulse flows through each of you, warm and alive. Your hands each begin to glow and then lift. Light begins to wrap around you in concentric circles, lifting your feet slightly from the ground as it floats your entire group over to right before the Celestis prism.
Can I try to reach out and grab it? Or walk up to it and grab it, whatever I have to do in that situation.
You reach out with outstretched fingers towards the Celestis prism, and the chamber goes silent. But this is not peaceful. Right when you touch it, the fog above shreds like paper. Black tendrils of shadow lance down through prismatic beams, hissing like steam. From the mirrored floor and the fractured light, they come. Figures made of twisting negative space. You think
bother.
Unity protects you? Not here. As this creepy looking crystalline faceless figure appears out from the ground as it uses its staff and smashes into the crystal next to it. It spawns in a massive writhing creature.
What?
Oh no. What is that?
Have fun.
And that's where we're gonna stop for today.
Oh shit.
Shit.
So close to the pacifist run.
EXP. EXP. This is your chance, Henri.
You got the secret in you.
You gotta sell with the big guy.
We all sit down on the side and get our popcorn ready.
I got this, guys. No worries.
Cricket, did you jump off the side? I just saw the token all the way over here for a moment.
No, but I am.
Right.
Yahoo! And the streams.
The agents of the Dreaming Dark have arrived.
Oh. All right. Well.
Cool.
Oh, hang on.
Maybe I can cast my new spell then.
Ooh.
Ooh. On out next week. On Aurora's Mall Z.
Watch Henri scream for.
Good
Nice
week.
job.
Yeah.
Nice roleplay.
Thank you.
Very nice roleplay. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and give everybody inspiration for this week.
Oh.
Very nice.
Thank you.
You guys came up with a lot of stuff on the fly. I gave you a lot of like open-ended things, and you did it very, very well into your characters.
Appreciate it. Always try to. With that, I'll probably just end the live. So thank you all for coming
And
and
don't
watching.
forget, if you liked what you watched, don't forget to like and subscribe.